Well, one thing is certain, the pandemic has brought pets and people together. To talk about that next on the Jeff Crilley Show, Joette White. She is the president and owner of Park City's Pet Sitter. That's next.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
In study after study, we have seen that pet adoption has gone through the roof. The pandemic, people are bonding with their pets, and if you think about it, that unconditional love, we're stressed out, we've got anxiety, we're afraid of getting COVID, and who is there to welcome us but that wonderful four-legged friend who greets us with those puppy dog eyes, literally, and makes us feel good. Let's talk about that today. Joette White, she is the president and owner of Park City's Pet Sitter. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
So let's talk about the pandemic, because I know that kind of messed up all of our lives. You run a pet sitting business, and I have to imagine in the early days of the pandemic, everybody just froze in place. They just didn't want to do anything. What happened to your business?
Yeah, so we went from trying to keep up with the business, trying to find enough staff to keep up, to it coming to a screeching halt nearly. So because everybody's travel was canceled, and then we had the lockdown that started. So it was unlike anything that we've experienced. So we had to really figure out how we were going to maneuver and how we were going to stay in business.
We were talking off camera about the idea that bringing in a pro is really, really important. A lot of people think, oh, I'll just hire the neighbor kid. What's wrong with hiring the neighbor kid?
Well, the neighbor kid's not going to be prepared if you have a pet emergency or something happens in your home. We had a tree that fell one year during a storm and cut through the roof. And, a 13-year-old's not going to really know how to manage that. So we have years of experience, and our staff have a protocol that they follow. So we're usually able to handle just about anything that comes our way.
We came across a wonderful commercial. Let's go ahead and roll that now.
Park City's Pet Sitter is an in-home pet care company. We actually come to your home to care for your pets there because we believe that they're happier and healthier if they can remain in their own environment. We've been in business since 1992, and we are one of the oldest, most trusted pet sitting services in North Texas. We provide scheduled visits if you're traveling for business or pleasure. We have daily dog walks if you're working long hours and can't get home for lunch or dinner. We have pet taxi service to take them to the vet or the groomer. We also have overnight service if you want someone to actually spend the night, extra security, extra time with your pets. Extended care, we do a variety of things. We really focus on customizing it to fit your needs. We believe in good old-fashioned customer service, and you don't see that much these days. We provide service 365 days a year. We work as a team. We have someone on call 24/7. Our people are employees, not independent contractors, so you know who's coming into your home. And we really focus on the client and what their needs are.
Park City's Pet Sitter has been a real lifesaver. All my pets love them, even the turtle.
Wow, and you can just tell that you really care. So tell me your history. You came into the company in what year?
Yeah, so it was started in '92 by one lady, more of a hobby initially. I was pursuing an acting career back in the early '90s and needed something flexible. A friend of mine was working for her, and I said, I'd love to do that. I love animals. And so in '96, I started working for her, and really loved what I was doing and really put myself into that full time to learn the business side of it. And 4 years later, she decided she wanted to do something different and wanted to know I was interested in taking over. So I bought it in 2000.
Well, your timing couldn't have been better because everything I read is that the millennials and the Gen Zs, they're all about the pets. In fact, like they'll make decisions on homes based on their pet and even a job, whether it's pet friendly or so. Talk about the growth growing love affair that we have with our pets.
Yeah, it's something that I can't see doing anything but continuing to grow. Animals can give you such unconditional love that you just don't get anywhere else. So that bond that's created is very special. So whether you're rescuing or you've got a certain breed and whatever it might be, but it's once you are in, you're hooked. So and there's people will do just about anything for their pets, and so we love that.
Absolutely. We're going to pull up your website and kind of go through your services and maybe walk through the services for me, because it's not just pet sitting. You guys will do like doctor's visits, or
yeah. So we take them to the vet or to the groomer. Especially now, people are having to wait in their vehicles and stuff, and then maybe they don't want to do that. So we facilitate that. We have dog training. So if you've got a new puppy or you've got a rescue that you're trying to work through some things, we have either group training or in person. And we have overnights, daily dog walks. Some people are going back to the office now. Even people that are home and they're on a Zoom call, they need us to come and get their dog out.
Yes.
So, and there's people who are traveling for vacation and for business, where they're obviously as well coming 2, 3, 4 times a day to take care of their dogs, their cats, their birds, their fish, their snake, whatever it might be.
Yeah, and I have to imagine like November, December, it gets busy for you guys just because so many people are traveling.
Yeah, it is. It's the especially around Christmas, New Year's, we call it the 2-week blur, because we are the busiest during that time. But we love it because the weather's crisp and the animals love to get out, and my staff love what they do. So it's a job that we feel very blessed to be able to do.
Let's talk about your staff, because I know you're very proud of your staff. Some of them have been with you for years.
Yes, 10, 15, 20 years. So it's all about, I think, what kind of relationship you have with people. This is a relationship business. You see those big tech companies try to get to the space, and they don't have those relationships. Our staff are critical to us. If we don't treat our staff really well, then they're not going to do a great job for us, and we want them to treat the client really well. So we really focus on making that a great working environment and taking good care of them.
And you have become a media darling. You're getting featured in the media all the time. We have a digital clip that we just put up, and I know that you've done countless interviews with the media, just giving them pet advice. Is that something you enjoy?
I love it. So I don't know everything about everything, but I know a lot. I have a lot of years of experience. I can tell you all kinds of stories. We've been able to save clients a lot of headaches, and also spot things and illnesses with pets that they didn't see, because we have a relationship with those animals, and we notice things that maybe that they just don't, they don't notice because they're too close to it.
Wow. And I've read where pets can actually pick up on our anxiety. So if we're freaked out, our pet can become overly nervous as well. Is that right?
Yes, they can. So we offer, different suggestions depending on what the situation is. I know that when I travel, and I pull up my suitcase, my dog gets a little freaked out and she starts to pace, and I'm anxious because I'm getting stuff ready to go. And so that absolutely they pick up on that. They're so sensitive to how we feel.
How do you see the pandemic playing out? I know your business is not back 100% yet, but sometime in 2021, vaccine gets out there. Do you think we all get back to normal?
I'm really hoping we do. We were very fortunate. We were super strong going into this, so we have no doubt that we'll survive, and we are and have been working through the pandemic very, very safely. But I feel like when we do come back, I feel like it's going to just be even greater than it was before. And there's going to be such a great need with all these animals that have been adopted during this period of time. But I think we'll see probably, I'm hoping early summer, but probably more like late summer, fall. Hopefully we'll start to see things be a little bit more normal. So.
And all the surveys that I see is that spending on pets for the holidays keeps going up and up and up. And so I would urge my viewers and listeners to check out Joette's website and really consider the ultimate gift for your pet, a little pampering from some pros. We'll give you some final thoughts, and then we'll have to wrap it up.
Well, I just want to encourage everyone to really focus on their pets, and they need exercise, they need good nutrition, and all of those things are important. And if they're looking for someone to care for their pet, to think carefully who they want to take care of their babies and who they want in their personal intimate space, because it makes a difference. You get what you pay for.
Outstanding. Joette White, president and owner of Park Cities Pet Sitter. Her website, we're going to end the segment, pcpsi.com. Joette, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate it.
You bet. And that's it for now. We'll see you next time.